Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. On the ground with the counter. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games
could be an alley. Smashes ahead. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot. There's a little room there. The 50, the 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Taylor wants to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown LSU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the give to Bothwell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They go to the ground. Across the 45. There's a crease. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Turns it on in midfield. Smashes through the tackle. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Tiger! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too, but I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Snap it to the back. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
He'll pull it down and run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. So So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Evans. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 8 team, the Oregon Ducks.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The run inside. It's Berry. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They want to run this quarterback. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on.
There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Off play action on first down. Looking for a big gain. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Slips away. Going to try to get it himself. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success. And they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Defense in press coverage. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to Fluff. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Taylor wants to throw it. A little release to the back. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the first down. But now puts me in a different situation. Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? What do I want to run?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Levitt. fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Move! They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. The give to the left. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Here we go.
Snap in the shotgun. Sends it downfield. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a step.
And, man, oh, man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short